The Torres del Paine National Park is the most interesting place to visit for an apes excursion. It is known as a transition area between the Magellanic subpolar forest and the Patagonian desert. The park's coordinates are at 51 degrees south and 73 degrees west. It is located in the Magallanes region of Chile, 70 miles north of Puerto Natales. It is right near the border of Argentina. The area of the Torres del Paine National Park is 935 square miles, and the park is filled with mountains, glaciers, lakes, rivers, and waterfalls. The park is very mountainous. The most visible mountains in the park are the Cordilleras del Paine. They are in the eastern part of the Andes Mountains and located in the east of the Great Glacier. The highest mountain in the Torres del Paine National Park is the Paine Grande, which stands at 9,462 feet. Lakes and rivers are created from melting glaciers. Some of the lakes are named the Sarmiento, Nordenskjold, Pejo de Grey, Paine, and the Dickinson. The main river in the park is the Paine.
There are many cliffs made of granite that stands tall in the park. These cliffs are mostly made of granite from the melting sedimentary rocks. Saracota is the highest cliff in the park, standing at 6,562 feet. Mountains and granite cliffs cover the park. Some names of these peaks are the Fortezella, La Espada, La Hoja, La Mascara, Cuerno Norte, and Cuerno Principal. On one side of these cliffs is the French Valley.
There are three main glaciers in the park. They are named the Dickinson, the Grey, and the Tyndall. The Grey Glacier is the biggest glacier in the park. One interesting fact is that the seasons are different than they are here in North America. October to April is their spring and summer. It is best to visit the park during those months because it gets very cold in the area from May through September. The hottest it gets in the summer is 20 degrees Celsius, which is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The average temperature in the heart of winter is in the mid-30 degrees. It does not get unbearably cold, but is very windy, which can make it feel colder. Although the lakes look very refreshing and warm during the summer, they are usually around 39 to 41 degrees Fahrenheit due to the constant cold weather in the region, so I do not recommend you jump in. The weather is cold and rainy. March and April are the rainiest months of the year. There is no dry season in the Torres del Paine National Park, and the weather is extremely unpredictable.
There are many beautiful waterfalls in the national park, like shown here in this picture. The most notable ones are Pine, Salto Grande, and Salto Chico. The most common mammal found in the Torres del Paine National Park is the guanaco, which are close relatives of the llama. There used to be millions of them in South America, but in the 19th century there was a mass decrease. Population was as few as 100,000 left due to intensive hunting. We can see due to trophic cascade, with a dramatic change in the primary consumers, that can lead to a dramatic change in the apex predators, which were the Patagonia pumas. A smaller canine predator that also lives in the park is the Andean gray fox. These species are considered secondary consumers on the trophic pyramid. It is also possible to see a Chilean huemul, also known as a South Andean deer. There are also many types of birds in the park. One popular bird is called a rhea, which is relative to the ostrich. Another common bird is the caracara, known as the relative to the falcon. Wildfires are frequent during the last 10 to 13,000 years. They have destroyed hundreds of square miles of land in the park, but secondary succession occurred, so in some places it is not possible to tell there was a wildfire. Torres del Paine National Park is adorned with beautiful vegetation, including the Chilean fire tree, which produces colorful red flowers grouped in coriums, and slipperworts of striking shape and colors.
The Torres del Paine National Park is the ideal attraction for your next vacation. In this area you can see every aspect of nature and the environment. There are numerous walking trails to take in the beauty of this majestic park, or you can be adventurous and go explore the jaw-dropping views. Nowhere else in the world can you have all these attractions in one spot, and it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If I were you, I'd book your tickets now because other people wanting to be in this mind-blowing region will beat you to it.